Nope, I forgot the blanket, but it's fine. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. I have players and good evening. So today that is just so much noise in my ears. Want it to sound just like background noise. All right. So we are going to be working on going through the backlog of basically everything. If I did, yeah, okay, there we go. So what I mean backlog, we're gonna start by finishing up our review of the Kickstarter. I forgot all of the like tags I did for last time. Hold on, not really tags, but like the sub names after the name of the thing. It's fine. I'm gonna fix that real quick. Just that, I guess. Okay. Do that, and then we're going to add that to the. Oh, what the heck? There we go. And then we're gonna do that over here as well. Edit that. There we go. All right. So what we are going to be doing is we're going to be pulling up the Kickstarter, and we are going to be finishing up going through that, and then we are going to go through the beginnings of their social media presence. That is Star Citizen CIG. So we're gonna have a whole bunch of stuff, and by the end of this very, very, very long like probably the next couple months of live research, we are going to be doing this, and by the end of it, we will all know exactly where we are in Star Citizen. We'll have all the back knowledge. I just gotta find the window where I put it all. Roundup. Ah, here's the Kickstarter. Got it. Okay. All right. Heartbroken. That's still working. Loaded. Or not. Is it just not gonna work? Interesting. The 10th. Huh. And the first page is down. Very interesting. Okay, so we got a day later. So we go to here. Yeah, I did it right. All right. So this is the Kickstarter page that we went. I think we went to the bottom last week. So we read all this. I believe we read all of this. Yeah, I think we read all the way to here. How did Google decide to start listening? Okay, we're good. We're good. Everything's good here. So, oh, that's working. That's working. Okay, good. So, the rest love Star Citizen 2. Oh no, no, don't. These people will stab you in the back in time. Oof. All right, so let's finish the page here. Yeah, so the press loves Star Citizen 2. What is this? PayPal, something rather. Is that just literally PayPal? No, it's Robert Space Industries. Oh boy. The original look of Robert Space Industries website. Wow. This is rough. So it says CryEngine 3. I wonder... I mean, it's basically a copy paste of the exactly what's on the Kickstarter. So we'll get into that. Let's start opening some stuff. I suppose we can close that. Let's see what this one says. I like how it snaps this page from when it was written. I wonder if we can also open this now. Has it changed? I mean, the edges have, and now there's ads everywhere. I wonder if like the summary would change or anything. No, I'm just curious if they would like do that. Anyway, apparently if you use the Wayback Machine, no ads. Nice. Also doesn't have the Adobe Flash Player because it's no longer supported by the internet. Anyway, so from IGN, and in IGN it was written by Anthony Gallegos, editor on the IGN PC team. He enjoys scaring the crap out of himself with horror games and then releasing some Steam and shooters like Blacklight and Tribes. You can follow him on that and on the IGN on IGN. Sure. All right. So what does it say? Chris Robert, or Star Citizen, Chris Roberts' Next Frontier. The creator of Wing Commander attempts a triumphant return. I like how it's actually phrased, attempts a triumphant return, because like it's never a guarantee. October 10th, 2012. Chris Roberts has done more in his life than most of us can dream of. He has created the Wing Commander franchise, including several sequels, but eventually burnt out and sold his company to Microsoft. After that, Roberts went on to produce several Hollywood films, work that he feels helped him learn more about telling better stories. Years have passed and the technology powering games have grown exponentially, unblocking the potential to create something Roberts has been envisioning for well over a decade before 2012. So at least 2002. Yeah, 2002. Today, Chris Roberts is coming back to games. Today, Chris Roberts wants to champion the return of the space combat genre. And that word right there actually makes sense to what Star Citizen is now, being so heavily focused on combat. They are working on fixing that, aka adding loops that are not combat related. But yeah, I want to check something actually. And that's the thing they had over here. No, it doesn't have that anymore. So this is the video. Extended trailer. TBA. Interesting. Let's see. Roberts aims to create a whole new world for us called Star Citizen, a space combat game where you're not just a ship in a universe, but a living person, a second life in a galaxy full of possibilities. How open-ended Roberts will make it remains to be seen, but conceptually, Star Citizen sounds like the ideal game for anyone who has ever watched Battlestar Galactica, Firefly, or Star Wars, and which they could have chance to live in those universes. Yes, that's exactly what it is. No problems here. Single-player games often manage to create worlds that feel believable, but Roberts wants to make Star Citizen's world to be huge and populated by players rather than NPCs. That's not true at all. We'll figure out when he first said it, but this is not true. And And I know that just from the stuff that I've seen since 2012. Maybe I don't know where they could have gotten this. I don't know where if they had said something pre 2012. But as far as I know, post 2014 or 2014 and onward, is there was always the plan to have NPCs outpopulate players by 10 to 1. So this, as far as I know, has been false from the start, but it could have changed. I'm not going to call malice here. I'm just going to say maybe they were using a bit of creative license here. Thus, while Star Citizen will feature a single or multiplayer campaign mode called Squadron 42, they really didn't know what it was going to be till they said, yes, it's another game. Playable offline if you desire. The bulk of, and also that changed in 2020, I think, that they removed the co-op thing because it was going to take way more time to have a dynamic balance for the game. So we may get a co-op retroactively somewhere down the line. The bulk of the experience will revolve around player interaction in the universe at large. If you want to be a privateer and prey on ships of others, you can do that. If you want to hunt bounties players can place on the heads of said privateers, you can do that too. Heck, if you even just run goods selling them in the safer parts of the universe or risky piracy or other threats by taking them to the outer reaches where they're much more prized. I mean, this like, yes, but also this runs into the problem of Star Citizen cannot be described within a single conversation. It's too big. Guys like medical, refinery, farming, base building, espionage. Good evening, Axis. How are you doing? Look, you cannot, as far as I can tell, and I'd have to like write down a list and actually attempt it one day, to capture all of Star Citizen within a single conversation. It is nigh impossible. Just because it's what they're trying to do is so big, you end up forgetting something. The level of interactivity and immersion Roberts desires comes at a cost. Though most notably, it requires great PC hardware. Developed in CryEngine 3, again, I want to see where we got this messed up, because I was assured, I have been repeating it for ages, that we started on CryEngine 2. There's a big difference. CRY, SIS, Crisis 2, and duplicates images. Well, images is the simulation of space opera. It is the simulation of a space opera universe. Perfect. No CryEngine 2, no Crisis 2, CryEngine 3. Crisis 2, CryEngine 3. Now I gotta look that up too. Okay. CRYNGINE. That's not how you spell that. Excuse you. Why do I always do that? CryEngine. Wiki page. Holy crap. Perfect. A lot more stuff was built in CryEngine 3. CryEngine 3 is obviously a much more mature engine. There was a CryEngine V? Deceit, Prey. Which Prey? Robinson the Journey? Really? That's a VR title. Okay, interesting. All right. Okay, that's very interesting. So, CryEngine 1, Far Cry, and then CryEngine 1 modified Dunia engine. And Far Cry 2, Dunia 2 built all these. CryEngine 2 built Crisis and Crisis Warhead. There was no Crisis on CryEngine 1. That's interesting. Because I guess it was Crytek. That's where people always conflict the two. Evening. Hello! Blue Mars, Dung Wars, Entropia universe, sure. And then CryEngine 3. Hey, look, we're there. Okay. So where are the Crysis games? Home from the Revolution, I know that one. Oh, there it goes. Crysis. Wait. Crysis PS3 and 360, Crysis 2 and 3. Ah, and then Amazon Lumberyard is built off of that, which is technically Star Citizen should be over here. Technically, there should be another bar here that turns into Star Engine. Hey, look, MechWarrior Online. I know that game. Civilization Online. Down the middle. Yes, thank you. I don't know how long the delay is. I imagine it's about how long since I said where's Crysis. But yeah, no Crysis on CryEngine 1 or 2. No, Crysis was on CryEngine. Oh, that's much better. There's 2 Crysis-ish. There was a main Crysis and a subtitle Crysis. And then no Crysis. Does Crytek still exist? Let's actually reopen that. It might tell us there. All right. Actually, I can do what I wanted to do. Crysis 1. That's Crysis 1. I've seen that a bunch of times. Crysis 3. I want to kind of get like close up. I mean, that does look a lot like what we started out as. And yeah, no, yeah, that's big difference. Thanks for the responses. What responses? What did I do? Crytek. Do you still exist? Seems so. In 2023, they had just under 300 developers. Do it, Crysis. Pull yourself out of the pit. Oh, it's court. Ah, okay. There's the whole coming in full circle. That's why Foundry 42 is such the juggernaut of the engine team, is because Crytek is a German company. So when they hired all the Crytek devs, they worked in the Germany office, the Frankfurt Foundry 42 office. Okay, that makes a lot of sense there. All right. Back to the original article. There was a reason Crytek tried to take CIG to court. If they had won, I'd expect CryEngine 5 would have looked very much like Star Engine. I would have, yeah, as much as Crytek decided that they wanted to be the bad guy for a while, I don't blame them so much as I look forward to them trying to come back. Regardless of what problems in culture or whatever they had, every game studio I know has a problem with culture that exists more than 10 years. So I really hope that Crytek can come back, because they made some games that people loved. So, and they spawned 2 famous is the wrong word, like cornerstone series. Far Cry and Crysis are cornerstones. Like Crysis and, well, maybe not Crysis, but Far Cry and Halo can be like in the same kind of Hall of Fame. Crysis is currently, as far as I've only heard, and I've never played them before, only the technical achievement. It's a good game from what I hear, but it's more of a technical achievement. The narrative achievements were done in Far Cry. My slippers are falling apart. Anyway, Star Citizen is at least 2 years out from release and is being designed for advanced hardware, the result of which are already stunning. A small pre-alpha demo showcased ships with hundreds of individual parts, all of which contributed to the physics driving its momentum. On top of looking like something out of a current game cinematic, each ship has an exceedingly realistic damage model, allowing players to damage each component and have a dynamically affect the ship's performance. Now hold on. Games from 2012. That is 1012. I don't think they were building games back then. 2012. I don't think so. Far Cry 3. Let's freaking okay, Far Cry 3 and those are perfect examples. Perfect examples right there. I think this is this writer being a bit too kind. I'm trying to find like I mean, that's a pretty decent one. Okay, so that's a pretty good one because you can see. No, stop it. Was this in? This was in 2012. This was November 2012. One up close shot of just stuff. It's gonna be kind of hard to compare apples to apples here, but okay, that's a fine shot. That's a fine shot. Mass Effect images. We find just an in progress like scene, and that's fine. Go away. Okay. No, reject all, go away. Is that really the size of the image? That helps nobody. I mean, that's an empty scene. Sure, why not? That works. Can that be a actual screenshot? Okay, so this was in 2012. Cool. Be big. Thanks. All right. So we're going to use these two shots, and then so we're going to, or Star Citizen, 2012. Nope. Nope. October 11, 2012.
Around here in the hangar bay, you know the level of sort of detail. Oops, oh, that's good. Yeah, prototype still working, but you're looking around here in the level of detail. But the actual hangar itself is about just under about 2 million polys, and you know each one of these ships themselves.
The Bengal got big. Star Engine actually proves how far the engine could do if time was spent in overhauling it, which might have spurred Crytek to go back to basics. I flippin' hope so. A common misconception from mostly, I don't know everyone's current game industry position, so I'm gonna say mostly outside people. I feel like there's a giant sliver in my hand. Don't bleed, please. Is that games are held back by their game engine. For instance, Starfield and the Creation Engine. The engine does not hold back a game if the devs are willing to break the engine and update the engine. Like you said, it's how far Star Citizen is taking it is way farther than most people take an engine. But any game has to build around the engine and find their own ways around limitations. And a lot of the time, if it's a studio with engine devs, they will be making additions and core changes to that engine. So Bethesda owning their own engine probably made some really big changes to the Creation Engine to make stuff that was not possible in the Creation Engine possible for Starfield. And Space Engineers did the same thing. In their original engine, the VH2 engine, you could not have planets and sizable asteroids were not a thing. And in fact, the entire asteroid system was completely different from planets until after launch, I think. Yeah, a little bit after launch. and they eventually found a way to update the engine to use planets. And now they're working on a complete ground up rebuild of the engine, calling it Fever 3. Most companies that rebuild their engine don't pick at wounds. Don't necessarily just scrap the entire engine and start over. But Space Engineers, I think the reason they're doing it is they developed that engine for something slightly different than what they're aiming at now. And that's a ridiculously optimized, high quality graphics wise, and built with planets in mind engine. So they want to build thousands of players capable.
Hello, mighty
game.
Nova Forge, forger of novas that are foraged in the universe, where novas are forged in clouds of materials that turn into novas that can be foraged by a nova forger who forges for novas in the vast emptiness of space, until a nova is forged and found by the forager of nova forges. 07 Nobel Forager 07.
Ocean pasta. I've missed that greatly. Thank you. I'm glad it still works. Oh, that's great. How long were you working on that? Why? My hand feel like it's falling apart.
To fly, they're about 300,000. So the ships, that's again about.
Okay, so ignoring the fact that this is 1080p, it looks like the quality of this
10x what you have in a current gen.
does not look like this at all. And yes, obviously there's concessions that need to be made because this is like 5 people in a basement. This is the end of a development cycle. So concessions do need to be made. And honestly, if we're looking at like the screen, like how the lighting is, there's even rivets there. It's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. But like to say 15 minutes, jeez. But to say that this looked as good as this cinematics, like, are there any cinematics in this?
In an armed Zodiac boat.
Yeah, there's a couple. Like that's not it. It's not it. It's just not it. I'm just gonna collapse that back down. It's just not it. One thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open up STAR Star Citizen YouTube. And then we're going to take the videos. Oldest. Gonna watch all 3 of these.
So one thing I think you'll all be very excited about is the level of fidelity in space, the graphical detail and the immersion, because it's to a level that I've never been able to achieve
Wow, that
before.
gimbal.
I'm trying to build a world that is so detailed and has such great texture that you forget that it's a game, which is always...
That is a completely different game. I wish we had both the 2012 version of Star Citizen and the 2023 version of Star Citizen. Or at the very least, Squadron 42. I really do, because playing this in 2012 would have been amazing. I really wish they had, in spite of getting so much money, and by the way, this is the Bengal Bridge, which is now like twice this size, but still has the same layout, at least in the center. Having gotten all the money they did and said, hey, we're still going to release the game in 2 years. And then after that, moved into the Star System that they're building now.
Get that it's a game, which is always my goal when I'm building games. I'll just climb into the cockpit of the fighter. And as you can see, as we're sort of climbing in, there's a huge amount of detail in the cockpit, because one of the biggest keys for me in the next game I'm building is I really want to have that immersion to be complete. And we're going to do a lot of things that will really push that. Everything inside the cockpit operates and moves and works. If I look around the cockpit, you can see the displays, my hands on the throttle, my hands on the joystick. The whole idea is we're immersed fully in a cockpit that's fully rendered in 3D. So if you issue a command, you hit a button.
So one of the reasons that's a big thing, the cockpit being rendered in 3D, is because most of the early wing commanders and things, and most space fighters, there was a static image of your cockpit with a cutout basically just taking up a ton of your screen so that they didn't actually have to render that many pixels moving on screen.
You'll actually see your character doing the cockpit. It's all for the immersion. Well, I think immersion is really important for me because I think that you have to really visualize and create a very believable world. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I always sort of really push the visual fidelity, is because I think that helps with the immersiveness. And the more immersive, the more connected you are to the experience. The more connected you are to the experience, I think the more fun the game itself will be. So an example of that is if we're looking around at our character, we can see that the character himself is about 100,000 faces, which is about
Okay,
10.
okay. No, I want to bring something up.
We can see that the character himself.
Okay, so we can kind of see the size of this hangar. Give me a duplicated version of that. I don't know if it's in that one. I love the look of this one though. No, not that one. Cinematic trailer, possibly? No. Maybe in this one. Super loud. Okay, so it doesn't give us a real good look, but so this is the side wall here, and possibly a back wall there. So I'm gonna flip the camera. Oh, they don't actually look like down the barrel of the Bengal. Okay, so we'll leave this in the rafters. Can we like back it up? Okay, we'll leave that in the rafters because there's one more we need to find.
Is going in and going, okay, we're going to make this
that's the Bengals bridge.
big ship. It just doesn't work that way. You have to.
Have you seen the F-8C got attributed to people's hangars that are wing commanders and above this morning? This also includes exclusive paint. Interesting. No, I only heard about the paint. Do they show us the landing bay again? Apparently not. I know there's one where they look down the... The kind of the... what I'm calling the barrel of the Bengal. How do they do here? Okay, so like, it's kind of hard to see, but look at everything but what they're trying to show you. I love the beefiness of the Kraken. From what I've heard, it's $450 if you're just buying it outright from the concierge store. Oh, you can buy it. Interesting. That's depressing. No. 4K, please. Thank you. Book speed. Okay, so we're in the Bengal hangar. And it's going to be super hard to get any kind of a clear image. Actually, these look like they're... Oh, these are on top. These aren't in the belly one. Probably. Maybe? Because these definitely are not in Maybe? I'm not sure anymore. But anyway, so we have this shot. Can we go down with it? No. We have these giant elevators. And then we have... Where did it go? This one. It's just much smaller.
Itself is, you know, about 100,000 faces.
And
which
it's
is about
currently the
10
most
times
expensive
the
heavy
detail
fighter.
of
Well,
most,
yeah. Did CIG do anything special for the 10th anniversary? Yeah, they gave apparently some people some very expensive access to very expensive ships, aka the F8C apparently. Concierge. Wonder if it's only concierge store. No, I meant like ship store. Yeah, I guess it's only wing commanders enough that even get access to the ship itself anyway. So, not me. But we can try. Interesting. Where's the search bar? Search F8C. Nope, that's definitely not what I want. Nine days ago. Is that just a discussion? $10 to $15K paywall. Excuse me. I don't even know if I squished it. Where time past 24 hours. Containing the F8C Lightning and the Shockwave paint. Yeah. They gave away the F8C before CitizenCon. Also, the community refreshes the day limit ship paid than 9,000 times. Yep. This is absolutely true. This is absolutely true. Very nice. It's definitely Screen's marketing move. Nah. If it was a marketing move, it wouldn't be just the people that are over $10,000 or that have been here for 10 years. Because if marketing, at least smart marketing, would say this is going to make people really upset that they're not there. And there's no way they could have been there. So you're just making people upset. You're going to make people upset with this. We're scanning for the morning. Potential look metallic color. Interesting. Yeah, but no like in-store shots. I'm not seeing being able to buy it though. Email read about some of the year, blah, 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 blah. That's the, okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing anyone say anything about buying it, though. Except for the one... This one, but this one doesn't say that... anything about purchasing? What the heck? That's definitely not what I want. Control F, thank you. And then that. No, what? Oh, in the wrong button. Those are just assumings, and assumings. Yeah, nobody's actually talking about how much it is. So nothing on Reddit about it costing money. All right, we're gonna finish this.
AAA games are about 10,000 faces or so, and so that just allows you to have a little extra detail. The wires on his pilot outfit, the creases in the uniform, and have it really stand up when you come in close and not break down because it's too pixely.
Physics.
So I'm really excited about the physics, and they're going to be a strong part of the gameplay. So let me demonstrate some of the features of how the physics interacts with how you control. The ship itself
And this actually
is
has
built and
big ramifications for, well, not really, not this video specifically, but the focus on physics with the new Maelstrom engine.
designed and simulated like a real ship. So there's 4 thrusters on the bottom, and there's 4 thrusters on the top, and then of course there's obviously the engine at the back. Most of the ships in this universe are going to fly very much like an F-35 would do. They're fly-by-wire, so they take your input as a pilot and crunch it into trajectories and vectors it needs to tell the various
It was supposed to be only available for people above wing commander level to buy through the store.
thrusters to achieve what you've asked it to do. So if I want to rotate, or I want to say if I want to pitch,
Which to me
I'm
sounds
doing
like a
now,
lot.
or I'm going to use
Which to me sounds like a lot of stupidity.
your
Makes sense to
I'm
me.
gonna roll. It actually polls the thrusters themselves and says how quickly can you rotate to the position. I
The
need you to
biggest
deliver
thing
a
for me on
roll. It
this
actually
ship is the fans at the front in space. It's like you cannot exhaust air in space. Because if there's air behind those fins, it's going to, and there's going to be no air anywhere the way those fins can take. Is 321 out yet? It is not. At least last I checked. Well, let's just go live. No, it's not.
polls the thrusters themselves and says how quickly can you rotate to the position I need you to deliver thrust, and how much thrust can you deliver.
Gas is not air, but like gas is either,
And the
sure.
thrusters talk back to the flight computer.
Air
and
is
says,
a
"Okay, I can
combination
get
of
you
gases."
There in 0.1 of a millisecond, and I give you this much thrust. The whole system is dynamically doing that every
That
single
feels like way more weighted than what we have now. I
frame,
like this.
And
This
flying
looks really
that way.
good.
It's really cool.
Oh, I know why. Because it's handling more of a soup. It's not as fast as it would be in a complete 0G. That's what I'm seeing. I went from SC and computer for like 9 months. What if it's a fart exhauster?
Because what happens is
if that was hooked up to anything that would capture air, the fins are not. It's not an airlock. There's no airlock there. There'd have to be an airlock somewhere else, and the second an airlock unlocked, it would be irrelevant whether the fans were there or not, because it would decompress straight into space.
a lot of
not
unexpected
doing
or
anything.
dynamic behavior happens by it. And then, for instance, if we're flying around in a dogfight, one of our thrusters gets damaged, it will affect our maneuverability. And it's not a matter of changing a script or data, it's actually all dynamically simulated in the system.
Like, I have no problem with what its function is. I have a problem with, like, the fans aren't doing anything to help anything. But they fixed that in the rework. Switching over here because it's boring. Boring? Am I boring? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be boring. Hey, why is CR using a gamepad? Because that's kind of how you develop games on a computer. You normally use a gamepad. I have seen most of the shots I see with any company building any like PC or otherwise game, they always are playing the game with a gamepad to demonstrate. I don't know
Here's
why
a
I
really
use my
great
AirPods.
example of the level of scale. I'm going to walk out this corridor and
the
out
Bengal hangar
onto the flight
again.
deck. And as you can see, it's huge. The carrier that's in the prototype level is about 1 kilometer in size. is full of activity and spaceship.
Who? Oh, I have a friend that needs to send it too.
And spaceships and activity and full kilometer in size. Is about a kilometer in size.
Kilometer.
Is full of.
He told me that nobody
activity
says
and
kilometer.
people. So one of the things that I'm the most excited by the technology.
Gasp! It's a PC game. We only use keyboard and mouse. Between MK or MBK keyboard and mouse. There. I don't have enough first to sticks. Too bad I cheated. Sure, but people who put in 10K will be happy, and the jelly people will spend $450. Feel better than everyone else. I seriously smart. Kilometer? Absolutely kilometer. No, I'd much rather the entire metric system. I want metric air, metric paper, metric time, metric paper, metric measurements, metric volume. Give me all of the metrics. Ships. Edo. I don't think it's available though. Like, I feel like I would have been, like, alerted somewhere, somehow, to this being a thing. And it definitely isn't. I'm gonna end up switching back to Chrome. This is stupid. I get so much faster with Chrome. RSI store, sure, go ahead. RSI store, F8. There's nothing here for the F8. And this has metrics. And this is everything that's on sale now. Packs. Also nothing. I am trying to not buy this. I know it's all Drake ships, but I don't drive Drake ships a whole ton. But still, I don't know why I just want it. All ships. F8. Space does not exist. Let's see. The F8 Executive Edition is an exclusive F8 Sea Lightning with a black and gold livery, premium cockpit, only available. It is only available to concierge members who hold the rank of Praetorian, $15,000. Previously was only available to Lecantus, 25,000 concierge members until the introduction of Praetorian rank in the 600 Executive Edition. So they just gave it to a lower rank now. So you get. So I wonder if they're doing. If they're gonna do like after 10,000, there's gonna be like a new paint you get with every for the F8. I think it's funny that they have turned this ship into the concierge ship because it's just a heavy fighter. Actually, let's check on that. Reddit. Star Citizen. Yep. Star Citizen refunds. F8C. Nothing. F8C? Nope. Oops. New. Oh, that's not the correct one, apparently. Time past 24 hours. A lot of Star Citizen. Man, Star Citizen France is just absolutely on it. Guides. There's the refunds. New. FAC in game. Another person. 10K is like apparently what they really want people to make it. And 1 day ago. So it's not here either. Let's see. So do you think 321 will have the hangars before persistent hangars? What? So do you think 3.21 will have the hangars before persistent hangars? I assume you mean the instance hangars. I forgot what they called it. I assume you mean instant hangars. Honestly, what was that episode? Videos. Refundians are not a good resource for. I know. I was just trying to check what you're saying. Cargo Career 2. Is this the one where they talked about the hangars? Or was it the first one? Really? AR. No, it's the other one. That's cargo 2, cargo 1. I don't care what's on the thing. That's a really good shot. Nope. Do none of them say persistent hangars? There it is. It says right there. Why did you not call it out?
Hangars.
Okay.
The focus of NAPU in the foreseeable future is going to include features such as freight elevators and instance hangars, as well as persistent hangars. Freight elevators are one of the biggest changes to cargo that we've seen in the entire history of the game. They bring the feature from being something that's somewhat magical to something that's physical.
What do you mean?
It adds friction, but also a gameplay experience around hauling cargo in our game. This one addition, I think, is going to change not just cargo, but also the way that we interact with everything else in the game: inventory, player items, purchases, ship items. It's a fundamental change to how players are going to deal with the world. Freight elevators are going to be implemented.
I don't care. I just want hangars. What she doesn't talk about in this one at all. So I wonder if it is in this one.
So basically,
Why did you not? Still nothing. really. Yeah, this was more about how they're going to interact with cargo.
Implemented as an access point inside of player hangars.
Where the player can interface with cargo to get it ready to put it on their ship.
And you'll use a kiosk to interact with the freight platform in order to call things up from your inventory or to put things into your inventory. The way that the freight elevators are going to be implemented.
I do not care. I want to hear with the hangars.
Really take advantage of cargo in these spaces.
However, it does mean that the outpost will also support the same manual loading process that the hangars and those other locations use.
So not only are you participating in cargo, in a hangar, in a station, but out in the verse as well, at an outpost.
And while freight elevators will be available throughout locations in the persistent universe, much of the work involved in manually loading and unloading your vehicles will always involve your hangars, which presented the team with some unique challenges to address and overcome, starting
Instance hangars seem unessential given the amount of sheer physical space that exists in each system. Yeah, that's why I'm watching this again.
the next iteration
big
of
reasons.
instanced hangars.
Instanced hangars solve a particular problem. How do we have people spending an extended period of time in their hangar loading cargo now that we've added these freight platforms, but also allow the locations to have traffic coming in and out of the landing zones? What we're doing here is decoupling the access to a hangar from the occupancy. And all that really means is that we can dynamically create these hangars at runtime, and they're kind of set aside for players to spend time inside of.
Without getting too much into it, right, you're gonna have a personal space. We're just looking at ways that a lot more players can do this simultaneously.
We don't want to have a big choke point of everybody trying to load their ships and unload.
I see. Not that many people do cargo is my problem. TAR. And my biggest problem is we use, get my handy dandy screen capture. I think we only use this portion. Yeah, we only use that. Nope, it's the wrong portion because that's the plaza. So we only use this portion there of the entire space. Plus you have all of this empty space. Which doesn't have, and also that's clipping, which doesn't have any hangers on it. So you only have like these couple of little hangers, and you have these ones. Like for that, yes, that's only like 20 hangers or so. And that makes sense. But like you have 40 hangers available, right? But even on that, you have so much space to put more hangers. Now on... That's not what I want. Where's the oh, there's new Babbage. Oh, it was right there. Now, New Babbage in Interstellar Spaceport has big problems, and this does not have enough images. That's a fine image. Can I have that in like an actual size? No? Okay. Pull back up this. So ArcCorp, easy, like tons of hangars, right? And this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. But that's all of them. So for NBIS, it makes sense because they don't have all the space. And this was my fundamental problem with the spaceport in New Babbage. Like, it's a finite space, and it's really finite. So for New Babbage, it makes perfect sense to have somebody land, and then it just kills that like hangar from the server's perspective, and the players are now over here doing stuff in their ship, and then that hangar can be used again, and then sorted out, and then they're in that hangar. And then it will give reason to having to call ATC, and there'll be like a lag time, so it actually can attribute you to a door. It'll be good. Let's see. I've lots of ways to move. Lots of work to move away from physicalization. Yeah, real world problems. Build a bigger spaceport. I know, right? I think the development. I forget this game doesn't have a space issue. Yeah. Can build into the mountains. Yeah, you can always add more buildings, but I think the problem that, again, why does that keep showing up? I think the problem that they're trying to solve is not the space issue. It is the time to rework landing zones issue. And unfortunately, I think that this is going to set us back when it comes to design of landing zones. Because once this comes in, they're going to say, oh, well, we can just instant hangar, so we can make it as few actual places as we want. So we actually don't need to develop the spaceport that much, even though, like, and I still go back to New Babbage. Like, New Babbage is in, like, probably thousands, if not millions of people in the city. And commercial flights go in and out. And, again, there's only, like, what is it, less than 40 hangars in here? And there's always going to be an amount of people landing and taking off. If not players, then NPCs. I don't get it. And I really fear that instance hangars. Oh, here's actually better. Well, there's that, but then there's also that. That one. So mediums. Yeah, smalls, mediums. Oh, there's 2 up here. So somewhere around 40. Makes the hangars giant lift like air carriers, hangar moves, and slots in an empty one. That actually used to be a thing. Not in the game. See if I can find the art for it. No, apparently it ends there. And I'd have to dig through the jump points to get it. See if we can like quickly just jump to the end. Subscribers. Jump points. Terra Pin? No. Terra Mills? Really, that's all we have, Terra? There's more concept art. Maybe it's not in here? I highly doubt it's in the vault, though. Devs making dev decisions. CR needs to say, sorry, no hangers have to be real. I think, personally, they're building the game, let them build the game, and we will play the game when we're there. Whatever decisions are made along the way, just take it in stride. Like, they are telling us things that we would have never known if this game was a traditional game. And they get their heads bit off a lot for that because of people not liking their decisions. So I think a good amount of wait and see is in order, especially for these instant hangers. And I imagine like the devs are going to be also like, one, you don't have to worry about the players screwing crap up as far as being on the server too long. There's Terra. Same mistakes as Wonka elevators. No, but Wonka elevators like are still in. And like they do their job. And the first like elevator they did was the one in Levski. Terra landing zone. Does it have it? Aha! I found it. All right, so this was the idea. In kind of reverse order, but yeah. A landing pad. Okay, so landing pad lowers into the platform. Once lowered, platform locks into place and disappears into the hole. After several seconds, if the player is still standing, the ship magically is placed in a slot within the structure and the landing pads emerge. Landing pads go back into place. Perhaps there could be beacon that lights red when it is occupied already, so players would know. Ta-da! Like Kelly noted, there's a wall here. Like, yes, I can see the wall. And they could definitely do this with, like, vertical hangers. Like the car hanger thing, or the car vending machine thing they have in here. Like, you could totally have this to be in a vertical structure, and it would just lower the entire ship and you down into a hangar that has human-sized amenities, not ship-sized amenities. So, you know, there's a door, there's the cargo elevator and things, and those come from, like, a warehouse location. But also remember, this is also being built with building interiors and, building interiors also being developed elsewhere. The Levski elevator is what elevators should be. I don't think you can fit a Levski elevator in the Adrena Falls apartment complex in Terra. Or, not Terra, ArcCorp. Anyway, we're going to collapse this back. We're going to finish this.
Technology we've been working on is the ability to scale. So we have detail for scale at a human level. So our character's about 1.8 meters in size. Then the same level of detail for a fighter craft that you'll fly, or a bigger craft, which, say this fighter craft is 27 meters in size. I'm building a game and a universe that's essentially the universe in the game I would like to play.
All right. Collapse all this down. Actually, we're gonna finish out that.
Just to satisfy the inventory.
Where was I?
In an area where you can feel comfortable, you can take the time that you want to load or unload your cargo, and really engage in that system the way that you choose.
And so you can actually have your personal space to deal with cargo inside a hangar.
Now, is that the same?
Inside of player hangars?
Where the player can interface with cargo to get it ready to put it on their ship.
and you'll use a kiosk to interact with.
Where are we at?
But also, this one addition gameplay experience magical to something that bring the feature from being something cargo that hangars. Freight as freight elevators and instance hangars, as well as persistent hangars.
Okay.
Freight elevators are one of the biggest changes to cargo that we've seen in the entire history of the game. They bring the feature from being something that's somewhat magical to something that's physical. It adds friction, but also a gameplay experience around hauling cargo in our game. This one addition, I think, is going to change not just cargo, but also the way that we interact with everything else in the game: inventory, player items, purchases, ship items. It's a fundamental change to how players are going to deal with the world. Freight elevators are going to be implemented as an access point inside of player hangars,
where the player can interface with cargo to get it ready to put it on their ship.
and you'll use a key torque
Okay, so
element.
that's about
Players will be
trailers.
using their tractor beams in order to using the, I think that this is going to make fun and interesting people decide how you're actually going to load things in a big box where it's optimal as well.
In a void, really what we want to try and do is work with the whole scope of the game to support cargo. So this is something for outposts, these spaces.
The loading process that the
In a hangar.
And while
hangar loading cargo, now that we've added these freight platforms, but also allow the locations to have traffic coming in and out of the landing period of time in their particular
instanced hangars.
Okay.
Instanced hangars solve a particular problem. How do we have people spending an extended period of time in their hangar loading cargo now that we've added these freight platforms, but also allow the locations to have traffic coming in and out of the landing zones? What we're doing here is decoupling the access to a hangar from the occupancy. And all that really means is that we can dynamically create these hangars at runtime, and they're kind of set aside for players to spend time inside of.
It's weird. Physical freight elevators in an inventoried hangar. Yeah. I'm right there with you. Absolutely. It's like you're just moving the magic.
Without getting too much into it, right? You're going to have a personal space. We're just looking at ways that a lot more players can do this simultaneously.
We don't want to have a big choke point of everybody trying to load their ships and unload and all trying to do that in the same space. So we have instance hangars as a way to put you in an area where you can feel comfortable, you can take the time that you want to load your or unload your cargo and really engage in that system the way that you choose.
And so you can actually have your personal space to deal with cargo inside a hangar.
Point of everybody trying.
Players can do this simultaneously.
We don't want to have a big choke point of everybody trying to load their ships and unload and all trying to do that in the same space. So we have instance hangars as a way to put you in an area where you can feel comfortable, you can take the time that you want to load your or unload your cargo and really engage in that system the way that you choose.
And so you can actually have your personal space to deal with cargo inside a hangar. And depending on your ship, there'll be different situations and different locations for that.
But the thing with this one is that when you leave, things gonna basically go away.
Once you want to leave, you'll just make a request to ATC, and the hangar will move into place. We'll open up the doors and you'll be able to leave. And then the same thing when landing, you make a request to ATC. The system will allocate the space for you, open the hangar, and you can land. For the players, it will seem seamless, but underneath the hood, the system itself is going to be maintaining a representation of where all the players.
Not necessarily, Raphael. Because the player experience is going to fundamentally change between an inventoried hangar and the inventory we have. Right now we have access to the inventory and we see the magic where we just pull it out of the air and then equip it. When we have instance hangars, we're going to not see the magic. it's going to be, the magic is going to be hidden from us because we're going to go into a hangar and it's going to be there, and we're going to, I really hope they make sure to add logic to make sure you leave the same hangar you came in from as long as it's in the same play session. But the idea is you will not see the magic. Just build more hangars than server cap. I mean, it's not the gameplay team's purview, so that would be a landing zone question, game director question, not a gameplay team. The gameplay. So even if they solve the hangar problem on an art side, they can stop using instance hangars. So they can use just as much instance hangars as they need for the server. If only 2 people are at ArtCorp, you don't need to instance hangars. I think they will be instancing the hangars. Every hangar you go into will be an instance hangar. But again, you won't notice, is the goal. So we shall see. We shall see how it works.
Players are, what requirements are needed, without having a bottleneck for players who are actually just trying to play the game otherwise. And then we have persistent hangars. Persistent hangars are kind of an evolution of instant hangars. And really what it is it's our first step towards real player ownership in the game beyond ships.
The cool thing is that you'll be able to put your stuff in it, come back to it, and it's still gonna be there.
It's just whatever the player wants to keep inside their hangar, that's their home. They can just leave them lie around, they can arrange them however they want, be it weapons or cargo or dead corpses or whatever.
Very, very long term. I have no clue of any dates or anything, but you'll be able to customize it and upgrade it so it becomes bigger. You can have bigger ships in them. And maybe at some point even having them like at distant location, you could buy a second one.
What's confusing?
For now, it's going to really be on your own location.
It's persistent to you and your character. And you can invite friends to your hangar. You can load up your ship. You can take the haul from your mission, out of your ship and distribute it to your buddies. So persistence of hangars is really important.
This is going to be developed more in the future, and we're going to use the same technology that we're using to build this for other things in the game, such as player habs. And it's a real, I think, exciting way for the players to feel like they have a more permanent place in the game that they can call their own.
I look forward to seeing that next CitizenCon. Because I don't believe we're gonna see this CitizenCon. Anyway, so we were reading this way back when. The bulk of the experience will revolve around player interaction in the universe at large. If you want to be a privateer, we already read that one. The level of interactivity and immersion Roberts desires comes at a cost, though. Most notably, it requires great PC hardware developed in CryEngine 3. Star Citizen is at least 2 years out from release. That's written in 2012. And is being designed for advanced hardware, even at that point, but still is. The result of which are already stunning. A small pre-alpha demo showcase ships with hundreds of individual parts, all of which contribute. I think I actually finished that paragraph as well earlier. The gorgeous look of Star Citizen extends far beyond the hull of your ship, too. During the hour-long presentation, I watched Roberts fly his ship into the hangar of a kilometer-long, highly detailed battleship, the only to get out and start running around in it on foot. Each running light girder and hull handrail looked incredible, and to get out of it and experience all of it firsthand, rather than it to be a facade, left me bewildered. Yeah, that's still the the thing of Star Citizen, to see all that Star Citizen is and to realize they didn't fake it. Okay. Persistence, not physicalized. Yes. So I imagine what they're going to be doing for persistent hangars is this chunk of skin I'm trying to pull off. There we go. Is use the instance system and just save your hangar and the state of all the things in it, and then reattribute it to you as you land. So that hopefully within the same like landing hangar, though again I don't know how, again, building interiors being worked on the same time. Actually, who does building interiors and who's doing hangars? That was the USPU team?
Just to satisfy
606 mil. What?
the inventory.
That's why go to instance is such a departure.
Changes that were made.
Oh, don't tell me what team it is.
In looking at the way that our teams are structured, especially after the Montreal merger with Turbulence, we decided to combine USPU as well as Montreal PU into NAPU.
NAPU?
Nabu.
So basically,
Sudden facades. But it's only a facade when you're not looking at it. The second you go to look at it or call the hangar, it stops being a facade. Like, don't get me wrong. I do get it. I do get that I assume you much rather not have the magic happen anywhere because it seems like a oh no, that's their only task. A compromise. It seems like a great compromise, but I think it will work for the better of everyone. And building interiors is Montreal Sandbox. Interesting. Interesting. Huh. 1 second, you and your friends could be flying a mission alongside this behemoth. The next one could be in the bridge waving. Next, someone could be in the bridge waving at you as you fly by, as do a flyby. For all the beauty Roberts longs to bring to the Star Citizen universe, he also wants it to represent life, which is to say it'll feature a truly ugly side as well. Travel outside of the heavily governed areas and you'll find yourself without police protection. Journey out into space in search of treasure or do a quest, and another player might just decide to gang up on you with his friends. When pitched a scenario where me and my friends are piloting a freighter, Roberts said the plan is for it to be entirely possible to have one person flying while the other runs around in the ship and mans stations and turrets like the freaking Millennium Falcon. If this thing goes way south and say the attackers won't want to take your ship, it can board you and it can come down to shooting it out, gun in hand, like a first-person shooter. Again, that's such a cool, like, I can't wait till boarding's like a real thing. Like, can you imagine being a Hull C owner and they just like, you know what, we're not gonna take cargo today. We want the Hull C. We want to start pirating with a Hull C instead of like a Caterpillar or whatever cargo ship that pirates will have. Probably, you know, Caterpillar, Kraken kind of thing. Yeah, they will still need to build more entrances to create the illusion. Again, that's not gameplay teams. The NAPU is not a location team, so their task is to make do without changing anything. Or people will be, or it will be, or or it will be obvious, or people will be obvious. There's also the problem of it will be very obvious no matter what you do with party markers. So, like I said, it's a big wait and see thing, and this is still like a year out, and we're gonna get well, a year plus out. We don't know how long this is gonna take. Trying to think. Yeah, it's not really tied to anything. Like, they want it so freight elevators can be done, but... Alright. Oh, we're almost done. So much of Star Citizen's design is conceptual at this point, but some things have been figured out. Mostly, the plan is to support Star Citizen in a similar fashion to Guild Wars 2. You buy the base game and get single-player Squadron 42 campaign and access to the Star Citizen universe. Then you have the option to buy cosmetic and other non-balance altering items for either real money or in-game currency you earn. The hope is that an entrepreneur, read bounty hunter, pirate, smuggler, trader, etc., will be able to earn their money in the way that's fun and not all a grind. If you want to buy Star Citizen, that'll become an option in the very near future. Roberts isn't using the Kickstarter. But he will be going to let interested parties support the game through early purchase packages, including a number of to-be-determined benefits. Buddy, it's literally on Kickstarter. I don't know what you're talking about. IGN is just losing all sorts of credibility with me as of late. And I didn't have any for them in the first place. All lining up with the same entrance. All lining up with the same entrance to vanish. Yeah. Like I said, big wait and see. As the lights came up after the 2-hour demo with Chris Roberts, I realized two things. One, PC games in the next few years are going to look way better than expected. And two, I'm a believer in Star Citizen, not because I'm already convinced that Roberts and his team will be able to pull off this lofty goal they're setting out with, but because his passion is so infectious, his love for PC platform is so palpable that I can't help but fall in love with the idea of powering this game. 2 years is a long time, but if Star Citizen matches Robert's expectations, it'll be more than worth the wait. Is it more than worth the wait now? Copying it in the wrong order. Search. What the heck? No. I want stories, articles. Does it say who wrote them? Yes, so we're looking for Anthony Galgos. IGN staff. That's cool. Mark Hamill says acting and starts in becoming a child again. Aww. Yeah, he seems to never written another. Wait a minute, I can just do this. Nothing. It's right there, buddy. Oh, you can't actually. Oh no, you can. So you read the 2 early on, but then nothing since. Only in 2012. All right. We're gonna wait on these ones because that's a lot of reading. I think I'll only do one of those. an episode. Let's go through the FAQ. Let's go through the old FAQ. All right. Is Star Citizen an MMO? No! Very interesting. Star Citizen will take the best of all possible worlds, ranging from a permanent persistent world similar to those found in MMOs, to an offline single-player campaign like those found in Arena Commander series. The game will include the option for private servers like Freelancer, and will offer plenty of opportunities for players who are interested in modding the content. Unlike many games, none of these aspects, as in Afterthought, they all combine to form one core of the Star Citizen experience. That is like completely wrong at this date. Oh, that's gonna... Okay, so let's go to the new one. Gotta make sure to contrast that. FAQs. It still says the exact same thing. Okay, so what does the FAQ on the current site say? Because that's absolutely dead wrong. It is definitely an MMO. Is there still an FAQ, or do you have to just go to the knowledge base? Where is it? Am I this dumb? Where is it? Help. MMO. No results. FAQ. Gifting, hair module, ship endurance, subscriber, loan ship, refunds, PTU orders, fandom, FAQ, videos, writing, and more, referral program. Do they not have like a general FAQ? About the game. Do they just hope nobody's looking at the Kickstarter? Is that what it is? That's just a common link, isn't it? No, that's the roadmap. Okay. Oh, that is concerning. New player pages. Yeah, that's what I'm on. Not really concerning. They just developed the idea more. Like, so this page is tantamount to the first idea of Halo. And Halo started its life as a Mac only, as an Apple computer Mac only RTS. That's what this is. This is Halo as the Mac only RTS page. This is not what we got as Halo 1 Combat Evolved. So that's the perspective you have to take this Kickstarter from. And the difference always has been what Star Citizen's doing is telling us what they're doing instead of developing the game only behind closed doors. And so them saying, no, it's not an MMO, it's all these other things, was the original idea. By the time it comes out, that idea will have evolved. It is inevitable in game design. So it's no longer a Mac RTS. But I can't find comprehensive FAQs. Yes, welcome hub. Thank you. Please go do. Read. King Star in the verse. Is it an MMO? Ammo. It's funny. Where? There's another one. I just don't know where it is. And it's not skipping to it. Oops. Nope. Oh, I thought I hit something else. Read. So that, yeah, it just does that. Okay. 1. It doesn't tell me. Oh, because it's here. Aha. Okay. Vehicles, commodities, localization, multiplayer, game options. Oops. Equipping character mission contracts. Yeah, nothing here is going to say is it an MMO or not. New players? And leaving. Let's see. That's not what I want at all. Well, I mean, if that's not a, there you go. Yes, they call themselves an MMO now. Yes, it is marketing, so very untrustworthy, but there it is. Does that have MMO? No, it's not saying MMO. Oh, what does their business page say? That's a good point. Yeah, they don't call it that either. Is there a search bar here? No. They still don't call it MMO. They call it a space sim. Very interesting. Marketing calls it MMO. But they're the only ones. Back in... Oh, because it's accommodate. Yeah, nobody else calls it MMO. Oh, that's at least a thing. Let's see. What is Star Citizen? What is Citizen Cards? Okay, Citizen Cards are physical props to prove that you have supported Star Citizen and will be one of the first pilots in space when the testing process starts. They will be wallet-sized cards that you can carry with you and go anywhere anywhere you go. Citizen cards will also appear in the game itself, showing your character's social standing, credit account, and so on. We're hoping to make them available to backers by Christmas 2012, so you can gift the game to friends and have something to show for it. Oh, that's not one. Oh. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's exactly what I thought they were. These were shipped out. It doesn't really have traditional MMO features. Fair. I just want to know if they call it an MMO. Yeah, no, they ship these out. These are things that people own. When was this? 1 year ago today. Yeah, people have these. Raid, dungeon levels, social stuff, skills. Raiding dungeons is something that may come with building interiors. Plus, we already have bunkers currently. Well, and underground facilities. Can you tell me about the different ships? We are working on concept art right now that will show you different levels of ships. For now, imagine the sort of ship Imagine the sort of ship advancement you encounter in Privateer or Freelancer, with the Aurora being the basic ship and others being improved or more specialized craft. The top of the line ship in our pledge campaign is the RSI Constellation. Oh, they stopped at the Constellation, which is a multi-purpose craft that includes a turret and a small fighter. Nope, that's a snub craft. That's not a fighter. That can be manned by your friends. It's adorable. It's absolutely adorable. How will modding work? Players will be given full control of the game. When operating private servers, players will be able to and encouraged to mod the game. It doesn't stop there, though. We hope to institute a mod approval process that will allow the best of the best player-created ships and other additions to be integrated into the central persistent world as well. Anything based on those are just going to be absolute pie in the sky things. Where are you at? You. Vocals. No. Where are we at? Are we not on this page anymore? Where are we at? No? Oh, because we're here. I see. Initiative. I have no idea. I don't even know if it'd show up anymore. Answer is no! So we're just gonna start here. Let's see. Can I upgrade to a bigger ship? Yes! Obviously. You will always have your player's ship, but you can purchase and fly others to your heart's content in the finished game. Star Citizen will feature plenty of other ships, and we expect players will want to earn credits and figure out which one suits their particular style. Still, I will play best. You can also upgrade to a bigger ship during the crowdfunding phase by pledging additional money. And so on and so forth, and this is where we are today. What platforms will Star Citizen be available on? Star Citizen is a PC game, though, through and through. Not though. PC game through and through. And could never be played on the Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3. Nice they actually or Wii U. Nice they actually put those on there, because it can run on the PS5 and Xbox Series X, I think. We currently have plans to support Windows and are examining our options regarding possible Linux and Macintosh releases. The Cloud Imperium team includes many Linux and Macintosh fans. How can I work for Cloud Imperium Games? Please email hr@cloudimperiumgames.com with your information. Will Star Citizen only be in English? No, we plan to support many languages. A huge percentage of Space Sim and PC gaming fans come from Europe and especially Germany, and we want to make sure Star Citizen is accessible to everyone. The game will initially be localized to French, German, and Spanish, with plans to handle other languages afterwards, like any Asian languages that they're actually working on now. And there's actually a big initiative in Squadron 42 to make sure the entire script is localized into as many languages as possible, which is something you do in the lead up to release, just saying. Can you explain the stretch goals? They just updated the Concierge reward. Oh. You want to drop a link to that? The purpose of the higher stretch goals is to ensure that the game, as described, is finished in the 2-year time period. Oh, that's painful. Like I said, I really wish they would have released their 2-year game and then started work on their Infinite game. Yet a lot is also the same. Impressive. We intended to build the game that Chris Roberts described at GDC online regardless. But without additional funding, we are going to have to do it one piece at a time, starting with Squadron 42 rather than a single larger production. With more funding, we can include more ships, systems, unique locations, animations, and smacks. This kind of hurts. That kind of hurts. Like, that's... I don't know. I feel bad about that one. Read that transmission, Naz? What transmission? What transmission? Oh. Ah. There's stuff about it. I see. Happy birthday, Star Citizen. It's Star Citizen's birthday, and it's shaping up to be our most epic one yet. Today, we celebrate the incredible journey so far, and more importantly, all of you who have made the shared universe possible. Yeah, that's a big point. Like we just read their plans back 10 years ago, it's now a shared universe concept. From the solo Aurora pilot to all the way up to fully crewed fleet, you are the reason we are here today. As a toast to all of you, we are unleashing something special. The most formidable solo heavy fighter in the verse, the infamous Anvil F8C Lightning. As originally conceived for a player to secure one of these magnificent birds outside the Chairman Club reward, they will first have to complete the upcoming Squadron 42. However, over the last few years, you salty scallywags wow, I can't read that word.
Industrious
ship hunters have proven adept at stealing and piloting the F8s during the appearance in Invictus Launch Week. So, in a nod to your unofficial mayhem, we've decided to officially unleash this storm on the verse with CitizenCon coming on October 21st and 2nd. At what's way better to count down to a big show than bringing you some good old-fashioned fun-filled action. With that said, unless you're a member of the Chairman's Club with an F8 already snuggled cozily in your hangar, it's not going to be easy to get your hands on one. You're going to have to earn it by locating a special license, and once you get your hands on one, watch your back. This is going to be the hottest ticket in the verse. Happy hunting out there, and remember to tune into CitizenCon in less than 2 weeks for an update on the status of Squadron 42. And of course, Star Citizen. What? Holy bananas. Okay. Okay. An extremely limited number of special licenses have been hindered across Stanton. You'll have 10 days to find one and claim it for a chance to secure the most formidable solo fighter in the verse. The F8C Lightning. Beware though, some of these prizes will have a huge target on your back, and nowhere will be safe when the entire system is looking for you, looking to pry your license from your cold dead hands. Hunt is on. I made a mission?
Watch your back now. He's close.
He better be. I heard they found Leica with one over near Lyria. Took 15 roughnecks to bring him down.
Everyone after these things is really out for blood, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So watch the perimeter.
Copy that.
You sure this marker is accurate?
Yeah, you should be right up on him in 3, 2...
What the?
Ow. You good?
Is that? Holy shit! He has one. I'm here.
Wait.
We're good.
Wait.
No. What's wrong?
The marker. It's on you.
What do you mean?
Everyone knows! Get out of there, now!
Doke then. Gold license. Find a gold license and redeem it at any rental kiosk in Stanton for a 24-hour F8C rental. What's more, you'll automatically unlock the ability to purchase the formidable lightning here on the page. Dang. That sucks. If you're fortunate enough to snag one of these golden tickets, you'll get confirmation email with more details. Platinum licenses. Catch me if you can. Find an extremely rare platinum license and you can redeem it at Astra Modder in Area 18, New Deal in Lorville, or the Crusader Showroom in Orison to claim your F8C with LTI for free. It is not going to be easy though. Each platinum license will be carried will be carried by a Star System developer in game. Will be carried by a Star System developing game, and the only way to get it is to take it from them. Even if you manage to do this, it can be stolen in turn from you. And as soon as you have them in your hands, players across the server will be alerted. Best move fast. How many more? How much more do I have to go? Crushing servers. Loading complete, a livery for every occasion, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm going to load up Star Citizen right now. And we're gonna save this. Actually, no, we don't need to save that. Nope. We're gonna save this. Let's save this. Open this. Update. All right, so I have a plan. Also, I need crew. Mass building, abso-freaking-lily. Let me do it again. Interesting. I need people. Let's see here. At Okay, let's drop into... Drop into Hangout, I guess. I almost have one myself, so... Claim it for the org. Let's see.
Okay, there you are.
Hello.
Okay. Hi. Don't worry about me needing an FA. You get it. I can be your wingman for this. That way at least somebody in the org gets one, okay?
Where are you in game?
That's what I need to figure out. It's the current PTU, right?
Current PU, live.
Oh, it's in PU? Holy shit. I haven't updated yet.
All right,
so that might
update and figure
we
it
might
out.
be able to plan with that. Where are you in PU?
Should be at Babbage.
If you're at Babbage, I'll set my spawn point for Babbage. That way we link up.
Oh, apparently I need to also set my primary, so yeah, I'll do Babbage.
Okay, good.
So yeah, we're gonna have to
already
reaffirm
spread the
our
word,
home
right?
location for the update.
I really think we should stream. No, if we stream this, we might get gankers, man.
That's fine. We are streaming. You were watching the stream.
You know what? To heck with it. Those are the fun kind of things. You know, it'd be nice if we could get Tree in too from the other guys.
That would be fun.
I'm updating. No worries. People are saying it is flyable. Somebody shared a picture of it in a live hangar.
Nice.
So,
Nice. So people who have one can pull it out. That's terrifying.
That thing's going to be a force to be reckoned with. Like an unstoppable... Okay, we got some pictures to share you. I'm loading right now. What is a maelstrom?
It's one of the pieces
Power
of software
plants?
they're working on.
No. Component-wise.
I have no idea.
Maelstrom. Is that a power plant or a weapon? The tarantula is a gun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it has...
Oh, hey,
it has... It
Oh,
has
actually, I
two
need-
missile racks, looks like. It has 4 size 1 shield. This thing's like a Terrapin, but even more heavily shielded.
We do indeed have a CIG person here.
Oh, fuck. This is going to be fun. Yeah, I just got the email. How come I have the email? I don't... You know what? I'm not going to complain. If I actually have a code already, screw it, right? Okay.
Question is, how do I find them?
Do we have to beat them in combat?
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
Come on, out of the way, NPCs.
I'm still loading, so don't worry.
Capsule now approaching station.
I think I'm...
Stand clear,
No, I'm not
disembarking
gonna set up my
passengers.
stream tonight. I mean, I just want to see what this damn thing looks like. If we can get somebody nice enough to show it off, we might be able to get a recording for my YouTube channel, you know, about what it looks like and its capabilities, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That would be nice. Okay, before I load in, let me double check. I'm gonna check something.
Man, I hope this train doesn't bug out.
This thing, I'm just seeing if they changed it. Okay.
There's so many people talking on the train.
Holy shit, it's...
It said it was...
speed.
Yeah, I deleted the
Ridiculous.
shaders, but I was kind of scared.
2,100 and... Okay, it's 212 meters a second. Okay, they reduced the shields. They fused two
I
of the
really
shields.
do not care about the capabilities.
I've never ridden a train with this many players.
Well, they took the 4 size ones and gave it 2 size 2, so
Trust
it's
in the
pretty
latest
good.
patch, my friend. Trust him.
It's for a ship its size.
Speaking
it
of
has
latest
2
patch.
size 2 repeaters on the nose.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay,
we
yeah,
don't need to read
we'll
out.
worry about it later. Okay, here we go. Loading
For
now.
those who don't have one, I hope every single one of you find one of those tickets they're talking about.
Tickets?
Yeah, for sure. Good luck.
So,
how big is this ship
for
again?
one of
30
y'all
meters?
that doesn't have
matter.
one, I can pull out a regular one and I'll give you the hangar number.
Yeah, I can do that as well. So stick by me. I'll get you one if you want to see it and fly it.
We have a lot of things to worry about, and what the ship is not one of them.
So apparently there's like an Easter egg hunt. There's some sort of ticket around the system somewhere. Maybe in a loot box. Nobody knows. It'll let you transport purchase. And
Yeah.
It would be funny if we're the only people in the server.
We are definitely not. There's about 50 people behind me.
Oh no! this is good. Oh well. Loading the menu now. I think I have you as a friend already, so.
Come on, door shot.
Come on.
This is definitely not a sprint, though. We definitely need to count our chickens and make sure we are, or count our ducks. Get our ducks in a row and do this properly.
Right.
I really need more people from the org.
I know. Should we wait?
I'm gonna start getting prepared, but It's a Tuesday.
All right,
Not many people have a Tuesday off.
Sorry if you hear my game. I'll turn it down a bit.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
This is how you make players test. Absolutely. Now, let me make sure that. Yeah, it doesn't say PTU.
It doesn't say.
It does not say PTU, so it should be in live.
Curious. All right. Well, I'll see what it's in global. I'm loaded. All right.
Everyone in game's also talking like it's in live. Remarkably good performance. I know, right?
all right, who doesn't have an
Someone said aloha. We have a Hawaiian in here.
Not necessarily. I can spell aloha.
Well, I mean, the more correct term to say would be Polynesia. You know?
How was that?
I think it's more of a generic term, you know?
to try flying an F-8 Lightning.
It's more than just Hawaii that uses aloha, you know?
I wouldn't mind seeing it. I don't want to fly because in mind, but
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
From the best in shopping.
I don't know where he is, though, is the problem.
Be sure to visit New Babbage's renowned
Are you... Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to reload anyway. Because I just...
Yeah, they both read as standards for mine.
I'm going to have to load on you, right?
The Empire's leader in cutting-edge technology.
Welcome
where creative innovation.
Do you just find the tickets in like random loot boxes or what?
No, I don't. These are with my account.
Huh.
Wow.
That's strange. It's saying you're offline. No, it's not. There you are. Gotcha.
Ow.
Huh? There we go. I know this. If we find a dang license, we are running.
Absolutely.
We are running.
Welcome
Ready
to
to
the
upgrade.
ASOP Vehicle Retrieval
Located
System.
in the plaza.
Maybe this morning's delay live patch include replicate it? Including replicate? What is replicate?
Welcome.
Replication layer?
Or other enhancements? Because it's definitely not anything to do with replication layer.
Be sure to
There's a
explore
dev
all
here,
Babbage has
somebody
to
said?
Yup.
It's the latest in cutting-edge technology.
Okay.
It's literally the entire point of the thing. Is to go hunt down devs.
Okay, let's go headhunting, my friend. This should be fun. You know what would be... Oh, no. God, there's somebody toxic sauce from an old org of mine here. Well, I think it might be him, but it's a similar name, you know, but it's not the same. I will warn you, Naz. I do have some enemies. If their names ever pop up and they ever show up fighting us, we are leaving, okay? I'm not going to engage in that stuff, right?
Okay.
Well, it's not it's not constructive, you know what I mean? I'm not going to have somebody try to shut down our streams for calling us out for being gankers, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't like people that do that. You know, the false flagging of streamers?
You mean the stream sniping?
Yeah. That's exactly right. There's another version of it they started doing, but I don't care. It's all the same, you know? All right, I'm on the way to the, yeah.
Okay.
On the way to the
I'm
hangars
in the
now.
cockpit.
You are clear to launch.
Some people will be aiming for deaths instead of gold tickets. I mean, that'll be nice.
I don't even... You know what would be nice? If you have a ship just under the upgrade price, and you can use the gold ticket to upgrade to get LTI anyways, right?
I just don't know how to find them. That's the problem. Like, are they
Well, I
marked?
just saw a name mentioned, so we're gonna have to... Oh, somebody's mad that it's the dumbest ship in the game. I don't know about that.
Just don't worry about it.
Yeah. All right.
So they're not on the map. Let me try this.
All right. Ah, shit. Wait, lag.
Hangar 20, by the way. How do you find him, though?
I think there's a mission attached to it. This patch seems to be a lot smoother. My computer, it's not flipping out on me. All right, Naz, where you at?
Hangar 20.
Ah. God darn it. Okay. I don't have any armor, so where are you? Hangar 20?
Not on the map until pickup.
So you're at Hangar 20.
So you're saying this dev doesn't have one?
There's not a Hangar 20.
We carried by Star 12 in game and why do you guys take it from the...
It only goes up to 12, Naz.
No. No, I'm in 20. So I gotta get to Astro Mara and Area 18 with Lorville.
Okay. Huh. That's strange. Maybe my game is breaking? Other side. Cute.
Oh, there's a lot of hair wall.
Okay, I'm just gonna guess now. Pretty sure. What the hell?
Oh, is he gone now?
Oh, I'm in the wrong area. This is a garage. Dang it. I was wondering what I was reading. God dang it. Since when do the garages go to 12?
Since always.
Okay. Huh. That's so weird.
Yeah, but asking for hidden bounties for years. Yeah. Absolutely.
Who are you talking to, Naz?
Chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're not in the party yet either.
Hangar 20. Jeez. After that. Yep, got it. Alright. Well, that was fun. Not. Alright, I'm here, Naz.
Why is nobody responding? That's a lot.
Okay.
He's definitely not.
I'm gonna get in the elevator and then I'm gonna.
Ender, dark.
Oops.
You on yet?
No, I'm opening the elevator now. I'm getting on.
Okay.
Woo! What the hell was that? That was one hell of a graphical glitch. One heck of a graphical glitch.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Sorry. I don't even know what that was.
I'm sorry, I'll be
All right,
quiet.
I'm on
What?
the ship. So there
What do you
was
mean
some
you'll be
sort of weird artifact glitch. Sit. Sit, doggy. Sit, boy. That's weird. Won't let me sit down.
Thank you. And please visit again.
That's weird.
No, don't tell me who owns these things.
Okay. Can I not sit? Well, this is interesting. There you go. Stupid button. Alright, I'm in. I'm in the chair.
No idea where we're going.
Huh. Who at Orison wants to fly the 88?
Nobody.
I want one. I don't want to fly it. I want to own it. It's funny. Oh, we got some guys that want to go together and hog all the tickets. Really, guys?
I mean, obviously.
Users. And then there are going to be the guys that sell them all. Creeps.
What's that?
You have to kill devs to get a permanent one.
Yes, we've gone over this.
Hey, can we go after the Dread Pirate Roberts, please?
No, because he's not a dev.
I'm just saying, if the Dread Pirate Roberts actually shows up tonight, we're hunting that guy. Although I'm pretty sure everybody in the server will, Naz.
Probably.
We're gonna have to be careful, though, either way.
I suppose we'll go to Hurston, go to Everest Harbor. Because that is the closest to the center of the galaxy, center of the system, and that gives us a higher chance of getting to wherever faster. Cat, you're on the mouse. All right.
All right, ready when you are. Still, that very curious statement, Naz, by that post I showed you. Right?
What?
What it said Star Citizen second, Squadron 42 first, right?
What?
I mean, it could be nothing. It could be just like, oh, ha ha ha, joke's on you, but...
I have honestly no idea what you're talking about.
Huh?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The thing for the hunt is on, where it said Squadron 42 and Star Citizen in 2 weeks, you know, at SitCon.
Oh, yeah. What about it?
Yeah, the way it was written at the very end sounded to me like they were drumming up for an announcement.
They've been doing that all, like, the last 6 months.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, that was even more obvious than it should be. You know?
Well, it will get more and more obvious as we get closer and closer.
What's that?
It will get more and more obvious as we get closer and closer.
Yes, it is. Are you going to SitCon?
No, I'm doing the 48-hour stream.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm doing a split stream, one at my house and for the first day, and then day I can't go to my Tulsa one. Believe it or not, my car went kaput.
Oh dang, that sucks.
It's dead cow syndrome. Yeah. Do you know what a steering column issue is? Yeah.
Not particularly, but I will have to be right back. So give me 1 moment.
No problem.
And chat, I will also be right back. Keep it there. And I'll be right back. Been muted this entire time. Ha ha ha. Dang it. So I'm just gonna run through everything real quick. So we're a half an hour past when I was supposed to end the stream. Just kind of got caught off guard by this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna end it here. We'll be back tomorrow, probably doing the same exact thing. So next week we're gonna flip the two. So Tuesdays are now gonna be live gameplay days. So we're gonna be playing on live builds. Wednesdays is going to be our live research days, which we did today. Fridays are going to be PTU or news. If there's no PTU, we'll just do news. And then Sunday, as always, is the Content Creator Roundtable. And then at 12 p.m. EST, we'll be starting the 48-hour SistaCon live stream on the 21st. So be back for all those, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for coming, and I'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everyone. And as always, be kind. Bye, guys.